Today I'm going to be talking about another version of Amazon Q. This is for development tools. And again, what's great about this is that this is another tool, and again, not to be confused with the other Amazon Q versions, but this tool is here to help you have your environment governed and also relevant to your coding styles and practices. And so inside of here, what we'll be able to do is set up different questions and also help you to code. But inside of here, when you're trying to solve different things, sometimes you're out there looking at the internet and doing Google searches for things like how to debug issues with my Lambda function locally before deploying it to AWS. And some of these things, isn't always relevant, or it may take you a long time to search through Google on how to find these things. And what's great about this Amazon Q is it's going to help out with definitely Amazon, but and AWS, but also like not having to look up certain things like around code. And we're going to jump into that here in a sec. But for this one, when we're doing the search, instead of having to browse the internet, it's going to go out and find, kind of best practices with this small, like not huge, large language model, but a really finely tuned, focused in on architectural best practices, similar to like your architects, either in your company or at AWS, is going to give you relevant solutions to, like, for instance, architectural questions that you might have, or even coding while you're coding in your environment. And then you can also ask follow-up questions to finely tune what you've asked. So this would be one around, Lambda. We could ask another one like around a popular application like React, and how would I write an app in React? And what it's going to do is going to go out and like tell you how to get started, and then it's going to help you to, like, for instance, start leveraging like kind of like best practices that will fold right in later on into your AWS experience, so you can deploy your application. I wanted to just look at one more thing too, which is like, for instance, a best practice around, or like kind of helping you get started around. We might not always, as developers, remember how to write certain things inside of TypeScript or Python or whatever. And with this, it's great because just within your Visual Studio, you can easily add into your app, just going through the extension store, typing in Amazon Q, installing this extension, and then you'll get like best practices around code or architecture, or even while you're coding, you'll get some of those best practices too. So really cool just to be able to get those references and help you to be a little bit faster than using Google. I will list some of the resources with this video as far as how to get started and some best practices. Thanks.